Good morning. Yes, it's nice, isn't it, when you have a little bit of a stroll around the Shropshire countryside, unspoilt, and then, well, you find somewhere where it's spoilt, frankly. And we have found a couple of instances of fly tipping along the Wrekin Forest Trail. So what happens to it? Who does the responsibility lie with to deal with it? Paul Fenn is Environmental Enforcement Group Manager at Telford and Wrekin Council. Morning to you.
Good morning.
So what do you think when you see examples of the fly tipping that we can see just over the road from here?
Well, it's such a shame, isn't it? Natural beauty spot. Obviously, everybody can see it from the road. There's absolutely no need to be doing that, to be honest.
What do you think's going through the mind of the people that are doing it?
I think to be honest, if I'm being really honest, I think they know what they're doing. You know, fly tipping is a problem nationally. Locally, we're doing a lot about it. But yeah, people know what they're doing and know that there's opportunities to dispose of their waste lawfully.
And do you think cost is a factor that plays in their minds when they're thinking about doing this?
Possibly. But nevertheless, our rates for you can use the household recycling centres free across Telford and Wrekin. There's a bulky waste collection as well, £18 for 3 items, which I think is relatively cheap. So there's many opportunities for people to dispose of their waste.
So when you come across something like the instance that we've got around here with the rubble, and we've got the blue bags that are just over the road, how much does that cost the council to then deal with?
Well, normally, if it's on public land, yes, we will be liable for the costs. But in this occasion, the waste that we see, which is probably in excess of 30 bags of garden waste, is the responsibility of the landowner, and so it's private land.
And so what do you do next then?
Well, what we do, whilst we recognise it is private land, we will always try where possible to work with the landowner to give them some advice and guidance on the way that they can secure their land, looking at issues like fencing, CCTV lighting, but also just giving them some advice and guidance so that they can take on possibly a prosecution themselves.
You mentioned that you're doing a lot with the council to try to get rid of fly tipping altogether. What sort of measures have you got in place?
Well, I think over the last 18 months we utilise all of the relevant tools and powers that we've got. We do the full investigation process, from warning letters, inviting people in for interview, even issuing fixed penalty notices of £400 for people that are caught fly tipping.
So there are big penalties in force then?
Yes, they are, and in 2018 alone we've issued over 40 fixed penalty notices, hundreds of warning letters and thousands of investigations.
Okay, Paul, thank you very much for joining us this morning. So work is being done to try to stop this slight blight that we've got on our beautiful Shropshire countryside with fly tipping.